Hi, I'm Greg, your car angel. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to safely buy a car that has high mileage on it. Now, when you go out and you're looking to purchase a car, you're going to be assessing whether the miles that are on the odometer are easy highway miles or whether they're hard punishing city miles. So I'm going to use this car here, which has very high miles on it, as the example of how to determine whether a car has highway miles on it. Now, I'm going to show you 5 different areas to make that assessment. The reason that you're looking for a higher mileage car is because you're going to get a better price on it. In fact, when the seller goes to see what the car is worth online, he's generally going to a site like Kelley Blue Book, and he has to put in to the site the miles. Now, nowhere in Kelley Blue Book or any of these other sites for that matter are asking the question whether these are hard city miles or easy freeway miles. So what you're doing is you're picking up a car at a discount because of the miles, but without any of the wear and tear associated with that high of miles. And that's why it makes total sense to always look for a highway driven car over a city driven car. This particular car is a 2002 Toyota 4Runner. Now, the 4Runners are noted for their reliability and longevity, and it's not uncommon to find them with higher miles on it. However, this particular car has 320,000 miles on it with the original engine and transmission, and it's still working in top condition. Now, the question is, how is it that a car can get that many miles? And the answer is highway driving. So I'm going to go through all of the different areas to assess this car to make sure that all of the miles are highway, and so that you can look at the same areas that I'm going to introduce to you to make sure that the car that you're looking at also has these same characteristics. The very first place to start is by looking at the brake pedal wear. Now, what you're looking for is brake pedal wear on the bottom right of this. It would be right here. Now, normally that's where you'll see all of the wear and tear on the brake pedal. Now, if you see metal, that's a sure sign. Now, I've seen cars with 100,000 city miles, and you already see that this area here has a lot of wear and tear, and that's a walk away. Whenever you see that, you just walk away from the car. That means that all of the miles that are on the car are stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, and that's very tough on a car. Now, clearly this has very minimal wear on that area, so that's a clear sign. Now, some people might say, well, they can replace the brake pedal. So now we're going to go and we're going to corroborate some of this information. The second point where you want to look at is your seat belt wear and tear. So now the point that you want to look at is located, and in this car you can see it right there. You see a bit of a fraying area, and on a car with 320,000 miles, that is so minimal, it's almost a joke. I've seen cars with 100,000 miles on it where this would be already torn up a lot worse than this. So the area that you look at, and now I'm going to show you, you see how this is going over the body, and you can see that area right there is where it just started on the body. So that's a high friction point, and that's why you look at this. So this should be showing minimal wear and tear, minimal fraying right where the friction point is. The next area, and you might want to do this area first, just because there's a lot of times when you're on a dealer's lot and you're not able to get in the car. So oftentimes I do this first, and this is how damaged the radiator fins are from high-speed gravel and bugs hitting it at 75 miles an hour. Now, if you notice in here, you'll see that there's a lot of damage to the radiator, the front of that. Now, that's a great sign, and that means that this is high-speed impact that you don't get in city driving. That's going to be a slower movement of air in this area. So that's a great sign. The next area that you look at is the hood of the car and really the entire front. And what you're looking for is what I call road rash. Road rash is from high-speed impact of small debris from highway driving. Now this is a great sign. You want to see this. Now if the car shows all highway miles except for this, then that means that in all likelihood the hood was repainted, and then you have to start doing the inspection for front end accident. But what you're looking for is the same sort of pattern here, and you can actually see it quite clearly all across this front grille going down. It's just beautiful. This is really, really great to see. And again, a car that does not have this pattern will be looking good, but the engine and transmission will be in bad shape because of the high degree of use on city driving. The fifth area of inspection for highway miles is the lens on the headlights. It should have the same wear pattern as you see on the fascia of the hood here. The reason that this particular car does not have that same wear pattern, these look very new, is because these are glass. Most cars these days have plastic lenses, but what you're looking for is that same road rash pattern all over the headlights, and that's a good sign. Now if you have a headlight that's looking new on one side and has wear and tear on the other side, obviously then the car has been in an accident, and you're going to have to find out why that headlight was replaced and then go into it. But that is the last area, and so now the key is that you want all of these areas, the hood, the headlight lens, the radiator fins, the brake pedal, the seat belt, you want all of those to tell the same exact story. And that story is that there's minimal wear and tear on the car. So if you've checked all of these things and you have a surefire highway driven car, you also want to make sure that the maintenance was done on a regular basis, especially the oil changes, because when someone is driving 30,000 miles a year highway, they still need to be doing their oil changes. And that's going to be every other month if they're changing their oil every 5,000 miles. And it's going to be easy for an owner to maybe skip that or push the boundaries of the oil life. So you want to see regular oil changes. I'm Greg, your car angel. Give us a like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.